Hi guys, what's up? Tutagamon here. In this video I'm going to benchmark Grey Goo on a single GTX 1070. As always, this is a digital recording at 60 frames per second, which is done on an external recorder. So what you will see in this video will be pure performance. This is especially important in CPU limited benchmarks like this one. We don't want resources to be wasted even in the slightest. I'm using my old Core i5 2500, which is overclocked to 4.8 GHz. There it is. The system has 16 GB of memory, and the graphics card is a single GTX 1070 by KFA2. It is the EX model. Latest votes were installed, and it is also overclocked, so it will be boosting at 2 GHz or thereabout. I'm going to use fraps to gather frame rate data. This game is a real-time strategy which are very tricky to benchmark, but I have a specific location that will do the trick. So we will see the basic result here and some analysis with flat at the end of the video. So let me launch the game. Options first, as always, 1080p resolution, detail level at maximum. I don't need vertical sync, thank you very much. This is a benchmark. Confirm. And for advanced video, everything is maxed out. So we are now ready to go to my benchmarking location and see how the game performs. 26. I think this is fuck off. got it. I'm starting a benchmark.
Time is running out. We need to get the Hand of Rook through this trench now before we're overwhelmed.
Down. Trying to hold it together.
Unit in production.
Prepare to move out. We need to get the Hand of Rook to the other end of this trench.
Rook, check.
Unit in production.
The Hand of Rook is powerful, but it's vulnerable to close-range attacks. Mounting Predator or Guardian units on the hardpoints will cover this weakness.
Unit under attack. Beginning construction. Unit ready. Unit in production.
Done.
Unit in production. Hand of Rook under attack. Unit ready. Unit in production. Wall under attack. Repairing. 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 Unit ready. Unit in production. Repairing.
Taking damage. Ready for war.
Unit ready. Hand of Rook under attack. Large hub complete. Unit ready. Unit in production. Beginning construction. Unit ready. Unit in production. Beginning construction.
Ready to deploy. Easy prey. Predator taking damage.
Unit ready. Unit ready.
Target down.
Unit under attack.
Keep coming, Outlander.
Hand of Rook under attack. Wall under attack.
Done.
Sustaining damage. Unit in production. Unit under attack.
Zero for just start.
Unit ready. Artillery attachment complete.
Ready for more.
Beginning construction. Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit ready.
Awaiting instruct.
Large factory complete. Unit ready.
As one.
We're on our way. Wall under attack. Target level.
Easy prey. I have damage.
Unit in production. Hangar complete. Unit under attack. Unit in production.
Target down. Yes. Group instruct. Check. In position.
Unit ready.
Yes. Let's pick it up.
Stratus in position. Done. Let's hustle.
Those units on the cliff pack a punch.
Moving out.
We'll need hailstorm or aircraft to remove them.
I'm hit. I'm bleeding.
Unit in production. Unit ready. Unit in production.
That large mass seems to be the mother of these monsters. Target its heart.
Damage is critical.
The creatures have built some kind of nest that's generating a corrosive mist.
Commander.
We'll need extreme firepower to destroy them.
Unit ready. Unit in production. Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit in production.
Anything more for me?
Unit ready.
Ready for more.
Unit under attack. Unit in production.
Check confirm. I'm en route.
Unit ready. Unit in production.
Check confirm. I'm taking a lot of hits.
We're ready. Proceed.
Unit ready. Unit in production.
Instruct, Commander.
Unit ready.
Easy prey.
Easy enough. What's next?
Unit ready.
Target down. Have me targeted.
Unit in production. Unit in production.
Taking fire.
Hand of group under attack.
Done. Bring everything you have. Clean kill. They got me pretty good. I'm a wreck. Hailstorm ready.
Unit under attack. Unit ready.
Hand ready.
We've run out of time. Central
Yeah,
will
well,
be
that's okay,
overrun
I
by
know,
this
but-
new enemy before we can get there.
That's not the problem. So let me quick exit the game and let's see what kind of performance result we are getting. We have 78 frames per second. Very good result, of course, but still, aside from that, we did see that we had a huge CPU limit in this game. GPU usage was not even close to 50%. This is one of the most CPU limited games out there. Good frame rate, but some huge spikes in the frame times. I'm not sure why. And the frame times seem to be very bad. CPU usage is medium. We are probably looking at third switching here. It does not even go above 50%. So yes, we have a definite CPU limit. CPU temps are okay. The CPU is not maxed out on all cores. Anyway, 4 GB of system RAM used. power of the card at around 50% or less. GPU temps also very low. The core clock is indeed at 2 GHz, but it drops from time to time due to the CPU limits. Very little load for the GTX 1070 from this game. It needs a better CPU. 2.3 GB of video RAM. And let's see what flat can show us. I also have my old run with the GTX 1070. I'm going to open the GTX 1070 now. So I want this one. Okay, and I'm also going to open my previous run on the 970 a while back. Now the 970 result was this one at 2000 hours on March 27th. Yes. So we have 58 frames per second, 59 for the 1070, 66 for the 970. Of course, both of these runs were extremely CPU limited, but still the 1070 managed to give a few frames per second more. The comparable frame rate, however, is at 56 frames per second due to the increased variability and the stuttering. Once more, the main culprit seems to be the CPU on this run. We can see the terrible frame times. They jump all over the place all the time. Very bad frame times, however you see it. Time spent beyond 16.7 milliseconds is not too much, of course, because the frame rate was quite high and the frame times on average were also low, but still a lot of stuttering does not help. We can see the scattering of the frame times in this histogram. They are all over the place. We do have a slight duration difference. Indeed, this benchmark is different from my previous one on the 970. It is the same location. I did exactly the same stuff, only I loaded the save a little earlier so I can have more benchmarking data for a better processor in the future, and that's what I'm going to use from now on. We can see the differences, of course, there's no doubt about that. The frame rate graph is indeed a little faster on a 1070. It was to be expected after all. Min, max and averages. Surprisingly, the 970 had a higher minimum, but this is a split second difference, so it does not really matter. And also it is a slightly different benchmark. Both of the systems had quite high variability and stuttering. The variability was higher on the 1070, however. This is normal. Percentiles, similar curves for both runs, only the 1070 was a little faster, of course. It is clearly a CPU limited benchmark, so we need a different CPU in order to see how things are. Time spent beyond and the comparable frame rate overlaid with the variability and the stuttering. The game is of course playable, but if you have comparable at 56 frames per second at 4.8 GHz, you understand that you need a very fast CPU in terms of IPC, not many cores, you need fast cores. In any case, this is the end of another benchmarking video. I hope you find it interesting. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, take care.